There are hundreds of $0 dropshipping tutorials on YouTube, but most are outdated, way longer than they need to be, or taught by people who haven't even made a single sale in the last 3 years. Just recently, I built a brand new dropshipping store from scratch, and I took it from zero to over $100,000 in less than 30 days. And my goal for this video is to skip the BS and show you how anyone, even a complete beginner, can do the same with $0. Alright, the first, most important step to start dropshipping is to master your product research. Look, problem-solving products are in front of you every single day whether you know it or not. You can literally find them by opening up Facebook or TikTok, scrolling through your For You page until you find one that is getting engagement and falls in line with the trend that you're looking to sell. And truthfully, the more that you engage with the product ads that you're seeing by liking, commenting, and even making it all the way through checkout, the more that the algorithm is going to pick up on this and think of you as an engaged shopper, which ultimately means that they're going to be showing you even more product options on your For You page, and one of those could easily be your next winner. And the best part is you can do this at any time, any place, and this costs you nothing to be able to do. But listen, when you're working with such a small budget, better yet, no budget, you need to understand something. It still comes with a cost, but only now, the currency is your time. Look, we've all heard the saying over and over again that nothing in life is free. And I'll be honest, it's true. I mean, there's times in life where maybe you have to sacrifice just a little more time to save a few extra bucks. Cause you know, maybe money's a little tight at the moment. Maybe you're saving up for something. Maybe you have no choice but to invest more time than money. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever if you do things the right way. Cause look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Right now, most beginners hear product research and immediately overthink it. They start comparing 5 different niches, scroll TikTok for winning products, check Google Trends, spy on other stores, and still walk away more confused than when they started. Listen, trying to track that across multiple apps, different creators, different dashboards, it gets messy fast. Which is why myself and my team collaborated with AutoDS on a brand new tool that keeps everything all in one place. I mean, we literally had a direct hand in building this tool based off of how we research products ourselves and the exact problems that beginners run into every single day. So let me just go ahead and walk you through it, because once you see the layout, you'll understand why it makes this part of the process feel almost effortless. And if you want to follow along with me, the link is right below this video in the description. Alright, so up here at the top is where you can filter this however you want. And yeah, I know that this might look overwhelming at first, but we literally built this for beginners. So just stick with me for 30 seconds and you'll see exactly how easy it really is. Okay, so right over here, you got all your categories. You have toys, home and garden, sports, clothing, and then you've got your time filters, the last 7, 30, or 60 days. Meaning that you can get the demand behind each of these products as recent as just 7 days ago, or even 2 months back. For now, I'll just go ahead and keep it at 7, and then scroll down where you'll see selling products. And what I like is that everything is already sorted out for you. I mean, the product, the shop that's selling it, the sales trend, the units sold, all the numbers that you need to make data-backed decisions without any type of guessing. For example, this one's already got my attention, the Glow Reviver lipstick. Just from this trend line alone, you can see that it is moving upward. But before I ever test a product, I want to know if that upward movement is consistent, not just a one-day spike. So to do that, all you have to do is go directly to the product, click it, and now we'll go ahead and bring you to this page right here. And now you're looking at the deeper metrics for the specific product. The reviews, the ratings, the total performance, everything that you need to see whether this product has real momentum or not. But the main thing that I actually care about is right here, which is the sales trend graph. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna switch it back to the last 30 days. And yeah, this is exactly what I'm looking for. You can see this pattern clearly. It rises, it dips just a little bit, and then it rises again, where each spike is higher than the last. Then right here it plateaus for a moment, and then boom, another huge spike. That is what a healthy trend looks like. It breathes while the overall direction is upward. And when you see that kind of pattern forming, it usually means that the demand is still growing. This is exactly the kind of product that I would dig deeper into. Which brings us to step 2, the moment where you stop looking at the product and you start looking at the customer behind it. Look, you can have the best product in the world, but if your store doesn't feel trustworthy, the second someone lands on it, they're gone. And I'm talking instant exit. Because here's the thing, people are always going to be skeptical. They've been burned before. They've seen sketchy websites, they've seen fake stores, scams, all of it. So when they click on your ad and they land on your store, their brain is instantly asking one single question: can I actually trust this? And you've got maybe 3 seconds to answer that question before they bounce. So the question is, well then, how do you prevent them from dipping out? First, you need an actual store that looks legit. And normally, this is where beginners get stuck for days, trying to figure out themes, pages, layouts, colors, all that design stuff. But with my 100% free AI store builder that I have linked in the description for you guys, you can skip all of that. You literally just pick your niche, choose a style, and that AI builds your entire store. Homepage, product pages, everything in under 60 seconds. No coding, no design experience, no sitting there for hours trying to make things look right. It handles the full layout, the branding, and it even optimizes it for mobile. And the best part is that it's built with trust signals that are already baked in. Clean design, professional layout, all the things that make a customer feel confident enough to actually buy. I mean, in less than 2 minutes, you already got 90% of the job done. And that last 10%, things like your logo, mission statement, product descriptions, you can knock all of that out in under 2 minutes with AI just by feeding it the right prompts. In fact, because you've made it this far, I'm dropping a completely free AI prompt pack in the description specifically for this step, so you can save as much time as possible and get your store live even faster. But here's the thing, even with a professional looking store, there's one element that most people overlook, and it kills conversions before they even start, which is your domain, but more specifically, a .store domain. I once ran a test. Same product, same ads, 2 completely different domains. One was a .store domain, and the other was a generic domain. And that .store version, it converted at 23% higher. Why? Because subconsciously, people knew immediately what they were looking at. No guessing and no hesitation. So listen, using a .store domain instantly signals to customers that this is an online store, a place to purchase something. And studies show that you can get more visibility, more clicks, and more sales just by using a .store domain. I mean, think about it. The most trusted names across every industry are using it. Rihanna, Emirates Airlines, Mr. Beast, Speed. I mean, they're all running on .store domains. So look, if you want your store to look official from day one, then use my code ACStore to get started, and I'll leave that link posted in the description below. So yeah, between an AI built store that actually looks legit and a .store domain, you're setting yourself up to pass that 3-second trust test every single time. And now that your store looks official and it feels trustworthy, it is time to nail the most crucial part of all of this. This is the moment that determines whether you spend your time growing your business or constantly putting out fires and fixing avoidable mistakes. Look, you need to set this up before you get your first sale, not after. Not once orders start rolling in, not when things get serious. I mean right now. Because if you don't, you'll be building a business that's designed to stress you out, drain your money, and push you right back into that headspace where quitting actually starts to make sense. And yes, I'm talking about your supplier. Dropshipping is the business model that everybody loves because it's no inventory, no product needed up front, and it's low cost to start. Yet, so many beginners treat their supplier like it's an afterthought, like it's something that they'll figure out later, which just never really made sense to me. I mean, it's literally the foundation of your entire business. That's like pulling up to a basketball court without a basketball and saying, I'm sure I'll find one laying around here somewhere. And look, take it from me because I learned this the hard way. That 0 to 100K store that I mentioned earlier, it didn't start off so hot. I'll be completely transparent. I mean, there was a moment where payments froze. Chargebacks started showing up. My stress went from 0 to 100 real quick. And I finally said enough is enough. I need to solve this once and for all. Because even though it was the first hiccup in a long time, I was still tired of playing this guessing game with suppliers. Tired of chasing people down. Tired of being left in the dark. And just tired of my business depending on someone who disappeared the second things went wrong. Because during the start of my career, like 6 or 7 years ago, I had a store that was making over $110,000 a month in sales. And that same store ended up becoming one of my worst. Chargebacks started rolling in, customers were blowing up my email, shipping was delayed, tracking wasn't updated, and refund requests were piling up, where by the end of the month, even after all that revenue, I was down almost $18,000. And that wasn't some cute beginner mistake. I mean, this was a business-ending mistake. The kind that can take you from feeling on top of the world to wanting to quit instantly. So I said, all right, I am never going to let this happen again. Because even though that this was my first hiccup, I wasn't going to continue to keep playing that guessing game with suppliers. And thankfully, after spending weeks just trying to find someone that feels like an actual partner, I landed on a fulfillment platform that changed the way that I view my supplier entirely. The one that I recommend to all my clients and the one that I'm recommending to you today, which is TeamDrop. On day one, they stepped in and they helped reverse my chargebacks. My payouts got unfrozen. My business got back up and running. I went from chasing 10 different suppliers who wouldn't even reply to having one supplier who checked in more than even I did. Constant updates, product photos before things shipped, inventory confirmations, quality control, everything. Even just last month, a customer ordered on a Friday. TeamDrop sent me product photos before shipping on Monday, and the customer received it on Wednesday and left my store a 5-star review. You see, that's the real difference. So you're not reacting after something breaks, you're preventing issues before they even happen. Where that kind of visibility is what lets you test confidently, scale cleanly, and actually build consistency instead of constantly restarting. That's how you turn this from a business that you're spending all your time on into something that you're investing real money into, because now you've actually earned that option. So if you want to stay in the game long enough to evolve, you can find a link group with the other tools that I mentioned today in the description. And let me just say, I know money is tight, which is why you're watching this video. So let me make it clear that TeamDrop is 100% free and it costs you nothing to start working with them today, because they only make money when you make money. Alright, so now that your store is live, your supplier is locked in, and your product is ready to sell, it is time to talk about the part that actually makes you money, which is your ads. Because here's the thing, you can have the best product, the cleanest store, the most reliable supplier, but if your ads don't stop the scroll, none of that matters. And honestly, this is where most beginners either blow their entire budget testing random creatives that don't work, or they overthink it so much that they never even launch. Truth is, creating ads that actually convert in 2026 isn't about having a huge budget or fancy equipment. It's about understanding what makes people stop, watch, and click. And I'm not talking about some generic, make it relatable advice. I'm talking about the exact formula, the hooks, the structure, the call to action that is working right now to turn cold traffic into paying customers. The kind of ads that don't just get views, they get sales. And look, I can break all of that down for you right here, but this video is already running long, and honestly, that topic deserves its own deep dive. So if you want to see exactly how I script, shoot, and edit ads that have generated over 7 figures in sales, the step-by-step breakdown, the behind-the-scenes process, all of it, then watch my next video of how to create viral dropshipping ads in 2026. Because everything that we just covered, the product research, the store, the supplier, it all leads to this moment. And if you nail this part, you're not just running a dropshipping store anymore, you're running a real business. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in that next video. This is AC with Supreme Ecom, and I'm out.